Crepe would consider this because, like, so right, make no mistake. If you are not familiar with Crepe Salee, his Wario is no joke. This is a very, very strong co-main of his, not like a secondary. This is a co-main of his, and he has used it to beat some of the best players in the world. Like, I still remember Supernova 2024 beat against Hammer Pete. Exactly, yeah.
I think I commented that. That was a very good set. His Wario is clean. His Wario is clean.
That's the thing. Like, this Wario is very legitimate, and honestly, against someone like Spargo, who is just so good against Steve, I think this is a good choice to start with. So I'm curious to see how Spargo will react to it, and if the plant indeed can do the job.
I low-key think Crepe Salee was expecting the Cloud, and I think Wario would probably be better against Cloud than
big time.
Steve. But either way, it does fine against Plant, so we'll see. But at the moment, doing a decent lead at the moment, gonna see if we can kind of extend it. But obviously, Spargo's Plant, man, be doing things.
I do just absolutely love the fact that Spargo, you know, was like, well, you know, like, which character should we go? Plant has a good back air, like Cloud. Yeah, let's pick that guy up.
A good recovery too.
The other character good there.
I respect it. Like, if you've got a good recovery, like, you can make anything work. Like, Spargo's a fundamentally sound player. Like, he'll do it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big time. Of course, like, you know, speaking of fundamentally sound, this Wario is certainly doing the trick right now. Big damage onto this Plant, 108% on Spargo, who's already lost the stock. You know, gotta be careful here. I mean, this game one is slowly, you know, falling out of its hands.
Yeah, I think Crepe Salee really wants the Cloud there. I think he wants to force it. And he might actually have to force it if he's getting 3 stock like this. 3 stocks to 1 at the moment. Spargo needs to answer back. There's the up air, just swings that head again and again.
Literally, if one doesn't work, then you just swing out another. But of course, like, you've still got the present threat of Waft coming up very, very shortly. I don't think he's got it just yet, but certainly is going to be on the fight. There he is. You see the glow, which means that Crepe Salee can unleash it at any time, and Spargo's got to be aware of that now, because obviously at this sort of percentage, Waft will probably do the trick.
Yeah, for sure. I like that up air to neutral B. Able to get the stun in long enough. There's the nair, push you away, sets up the poison clouds. You will take damage on that ledge, doesn't matter how aggressive you get. You have to watch out. On the platform now, just charges the up strong, takes a big bite. Damn.
Crepe Salee was not ready for that one. I love the absolute confidence from Spargo just to wait there in the perfect position, just charge it up and unleash it. And suddenly, this is looking scarier and scarier for Crepe Salee, who looked like he had a pretty good opportunity to take this game one away, which is going to be so important in a set against Spargo of all people. But suddenly, it is all just disappearing at a moment's notice. Tries to unleash the Waft, but it does not work, Fabs.
Gambas are all on that, and now you're up against a Plant with no Waft, by the way. Up air. Doesn't get it, just goes for the up tilt instead. And another up smash. Can't land on him. Can't land on the Plant.
That's absolutely insane. You cannot land, as you say. That is just insane. The Spargo just to completely reverse that entire game away from Crepe Salee. And again, suddenly, like, you know, you had an opportunity to take a game here, and Spargo still ripped that one away.
I'm gonna be real though. I don't think that was like really. If I'm being honest with you, Smart, I don't think that was really all on Spargo. I think Crepe was just panicking. He just had
he panicked. The Waft especially, very panicked.
Like legit, just kept DIing to center stage where Spargo's waiting there, literally charging that smash. The ledge is just there, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't against a character like Plant, who is so good vertically, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're not exactly the best to the side, but vertically they're very, very strong. You know, such a good anti-air character. Some of the strongest smashes in the game with up smash, and you want to challenge that in the air with no disjoint? Insane.
Yeah, exactly like that.
So you gotta be careful.
Okay, but already we're starting off strong here. Again, Crepe just getting all those neutral airs in, just get big damage on the board immediately before Spargo can really do anything. Be interesting to see, I think it was like Echo coming up and talking to Crepe Salee just after game one to give a little bit of advice. It's going to be interesting to see kind of like how, you know, Crepe will be able to react to the rest of the set, because, I mean, first vibes, you've got to get through this Plant.
Yeah, it's not an easy task at all. Down B charge to bait out an air dodge maybe. Goes high, can, but yeah, with the back air, good to meet him in the middle. How you recovering though? See, Cloud can't do this, Smart.
Yeah.
This is why he picks Plant, because Cloud can't stall his recovery like that.
Ironically, I think this may be
yeah,
literally, like, I think I did see something from Spargo saying about, like, how he just absolutely hates the fact that, like, Cloud just cannot recover sometimes. Obviously, you know, it's probably his biggest weakness as a character. So, just picking up a character which has just such a good recovery like Plant, I mean, yeah, why not?
Just makes so much sense. But again, Crepe taking the first stock, goes past the neutral B, yep, like that. Good stall, good weight as well. Avoids the 2 yet again, gets a nice grab. What can we get from it though? Nothing too much though. Spargo fighting back. Up throw should kill, and it should kill pretty soon. Might even kill now actually on this stage.
Again, I do love that still, like, Crepe is just playing this very defensive game here. Maybe a little bit of, you know, too much of waiting on that platform there, beginning to get caught by that massive up there from Spargo, but still, like, just going to retreat backwards, just knows he does not need to engage needlessly, which is something he was doing a little bit in game 1. He was just definitely, like, running in and landing against Spargo, which, like, as you commented on, it's just not really something you can do.
It's just not something I'd advise doing, honestly.
Yeah, against anyone.
Like that, calls out the jump, wants the down B, charges it just midway, doesn't get too much, but he is glowing now. I have to watch out, Smart. It's on deck.
And again, I mean, this, at any point now, this would be a good opportunity for Crepe just to unleash it, just get that stock away, you're in a good position. But you got to somehow actually get back onto stage when Spargo is just sharking all around you. Love the use of the bike, actually. He's been chucking this a lot at Spargo, just as this kind of wall in front of him. Good air dodge through Tui as well. Got to get through all of them. No bike on deck. And certainly not going to get back when you're getting hit by this Piranha Plant.
Armored through it with the down B as well. So smart. He recognizes that Crepe was going to throw out an aggressive option. Armored through it and then got his own. Crazy with the stage bike. Spargo kind of nice, Smart. He's kind of nice.
He's kind of good at this game, honestly.
He's a little bit decent, right? Good back air call out. Okay.
Yeah. Again, Crepe still just trying to find a way to get this stock away. Cannot, at this point, use the Waft. Like, needs to keep that for the final stock, but it's just, like, trying to find this opportunity. Like, even sort of, like, the down tilt there, obviously just not actually confirming into the kill, and that still gives, like, Spargo just a small opportunity to get a bit more damage.
Okay, where you going? Stays on a little bit long. Spargo, Crepe able to get a little bit something, but nice jab 3, the gentleman. Text in place, we can get a little bit something, a little bit of kicks coming out the forward there, but not doing too much, a little bit of a stubby move in there. The neutral B, can't land on me yet again. Get off me.
Again, this is so tough for Crepe Salee here. I mean, just cannot find the big hit that he needs to actually get this kill. Gonna finally get the chomp away, gonna send him off stage, and that will certainly take the stock away. So now it's just a case of, can you land your confirm into Waft against someone who is gonna be actively trying to avoid it?
Yep. Sees a couple of nairs, that's all it takes, man. Yeah, stuff for the neutral B, that Patu does so much damage on the flyback.
Again, like, Spargo is just going to play this sort of, like, away game here. Just going to be throwing out more of those kind of back airs, a few of those neutral airs. You know, sort of just keeping Wario away as best he can, because he cannot get up tilted. He cannot get, like, sort of falling neutral air or up air or anything like that, because that could just seal up an entire game right here, which Spargo certainly does not want. He is aware of the threat and just needs to land one big hit to take the game away.
Hold on, where you going? Stays on the platform. Comes off it on the ledge now. Scared. There's the F tilt. Love that. Off stage against the Poison Cloud, maybe? Yeah, just wants the damage. Probably wants the up throw soon. Waste the Waft again!
What are we doing? What are we doing, Crepe? No!
Did Spargo pay this boy off stage? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna say, like, that felt like such a waste of it. Like, if anything, like, it was just a bit more of a recovery option, but it didn't feel like you needed to do that. I mean, Crepe's still not out of this. Like, there's still an opportunity to take the game away. But, I mean, that's just a confirm at that point. Like, you're just finished.
No, I just don't get it. I just want to know why you waft there.
Yeah, like, it feels so baffling to us, because, like, there wasn't... I don't know what Crepe was trying to read. Like, was he trying to react to, like, you know, maybe Spargo jumping, or what, really? Just, like, there's no confirm into it. It's... Yeah. Very, very strange. And, I mean, Spargo will absolutely run away with that one.
What is Echo telling this boy, man?
I'm curious. Yeah, like, yeah, what information is that boy feeding him?
Because if it was me, I'd be like, you know what? You gotta hold these wafts, man. It's 2 games now. You've been wasting them. Please, hold on.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see if, like, this will be the change now to the Steve. It's one of those, like, tough decisions where, like, I don't know if the Wario is doing it, but also at the same time, as we said right at the beginning, Spargo is so good against Steve. Like, we don't know how good necessarily his plant is against Steve, but in terms of just, like, who I would argue is the best player against Steve, it's Spargo.
Surely we just go Steve now, right? I don't
yeah, there we go. Okay, we're locking it in. All right, yeah, no more messing around. Again, as we said, the Wario is legitimate, but I think it just needed a little bit more fine-tuning to go against Spargo here. So we're going to lock into Steve. We know this can work for Crepe. So we'll see if we can get a game on the board here.
Yeah, this should be like... Well, I mean, it should be easier, if we're being honest. For Crepe Salee, we'll see right now. Look at the damage already, by the way. Easy 40. Still going, though.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, Plant, not the biggest counter well, but still just, like, doesn't really have the easiest time landing. And especially if you're, like, just throwing out those up tilts, you're going to have a fairly nice time.
And I need to I want to know how Patui does against Steve's materials. Like, does it do good against the iron walls and the stone walls and stuff like that? Or you know what? Never mind, bro. You're getting back in there.
Sorry, I don't know if we'll necessarily get the answer. I know that it is pretty good. Like we've seen like plants in the past, like essentially just use material. Like they'll kind of drop down fairly low against like this sort of pillar that people throw off stage, and that can do a fairly good job. But obviously, it only hits the bottom block, so it's kind of one of those things. Like it does nicely against the blocks, but still you got to find like the right position to actually get through it.
Okay, you can see Crepe Salee taking his time building a whole damn wall just to get past the ledge. Spargo setting up something nasty over there with the poison cloud. Doesn't matter though. Okay, air dodges to the up tilts. Your impending doom is coming, Smart.
Again, I mean that's just untackable. You can't react to that one.
Doesn't matter how good your recovery is, it's just like Cloud in that situation, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't matter if you pick the best character with the best recovery in the world, like Pit or anything like that. Yeah, it's not happening.
Okay, dash attack, I like that. Good burst option for Plant. Probably his best burst option, I'd say. More ladders into this. Oh my lord.
Good lord. I mean, 69% just being put on immediately, just like that. I mean, we should have locked this in 2 games ago, Crepe. Like, what were we doing?
I know Echo ain't even gonna bother coming in this time. Like,
He's like, yeah, you're good. You're good. You got it.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. But I mean, like, now we have to raise the question. Does Spargo continue with the plan? Or do we just lock in the Cloud and potentially just, end this tournament right now?
I think
we got one more plan. I think he's got
one more game of Plant in him.
Yeah.
He's got one more game of it in him. Said, you know what? I can do this. He's a powerful guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There we go. Now,
what?
What we?
There's no way.
Oh no! He was.
I need someone to tell me. I need someone French to tell me what's going on.
No. What are we? Okay. So I think Crepe 4, because obviously, like, it's the winner. Says their character first,
right,
and then the loser obviously can counterpick. So I think Crepe thought that Spargo was going to immediately change to the Cloud and was like trying to like metagame there and just said, I'll be going Wario.
I need someone.
But, I mean, that then gives the power back to Spargo just to go Plant again.
Just stick to the Steve, bro.
Just stick to Steve. Yeah, your Steve was very good.
This makes no sense to me. But you know what? Fair enough. He's the top player, I'm not. So
I was gonna say maybe he's got something worked out. Maybe like that last game was fairly dominant, but I would have put that down more to like Crepe's mastery of Steve than anything else. But we'll have to see. I mean, this is the first game. They're keeping it fairly close right now.
For sure. Of course, in the first game they played, Crepe Salee had a really good lead, and of course it was on Spargo to kind of come back when, again, Crepe Salee was kind of magnet DIing, but not enough good DI will save you from that back air either. That's a strong move, and you can see Crepe Salee, struggling to kind of find his way in. I think Spargo's fully adapted to this Wario, man. You don't care about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, just like fighting back here, but again, the plan is just like it's as dominant as it was in those first 2 games here. Like, doing everything he can. Does find the up smash, takes the stock away, but again, got to fight through it as the up airs come out. Big damage being put on, 59%. Spargo still looking fairly comfy here.
Yeah, I respect it. I like it. A couple of up airs, maybe the nair, something. There's the grabs. You can get a little bit of damage going on. Of course, keeping it even this time, Smart. Just trying to keep something, going. You don't want to give Spargo too much momentum. We've seen what happens when that happens, right? It don't look too good for the boy, but at the moment, we can see if Spargo can kind of just, make this a 3-1 and a handshake.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, obviously, like, Spargo, we're sorry, Crepe Salee, maybe he's worked out something out. Because what we said right at the beginning. Also, I seem to have lost my footage, so I cannot see the stream on it. There we go, we're back.
I just see, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But yeah, I mean, like I say, still keeping it very, very close between 2. Triple digits on both parties here. But Tui going to come out smack into Crepe Salee there at threat of losing that stock. But obviously, if Crepe Salee could take this stock away, he'll be in a comfy position for that last one, especially with Waft being online.
Okay, like the F tilts, and Spargo does a really good job of kind of like baiting these approaches from his opponents, I've noticed, and then just kind of bites them with the F tilt, stops them in your tracks and taking the lead as well. Oh man, that's a long Crepe Salee this last stock, Smart. What can we do? Need something.
Yeah,
I love the raw up air. Love that. Off the grabs.
Crepe Salee really needs to take that first stock, take that stock away first, and he just wasn't able to. Spargo in a comfy position. We might be moments away from seeing Piranha Plant take a major win here, and it all depends on if Spargo can get this final stock away. With 117% on Crepe Salee, it is certainly doable, but we're down to that final stock, and it's all over, folks. Piranha Plant takes it all.
The flower has done it, bro. You can see why the flowers are blooming in summer. You know what I'm saying? You can tell it's that time of the month, and you can tell that time of the year. Spargo, man, this plant is here to reign, and we can see maybe Smart. Hopefully, he can do a little bit of something next week at the festival as well. But of course, the King of Fields champion is Spargo with the plant. The cloud is not needed against these top players, it seems.
And so, I mean, like, you know, we said from the beginning that, like, Spargo is that kind of guy to just be determined enough to get Piranha Plant that major win. I mean, I don't know the stats enough to say if that's, like, Piranha Plant's first major or anything like that. But it's still exciting to see, like, this lower repped character making it all the way to the end. And, of course, all that needed to make it happen was just, for a top player to play these characters.
I mean, yeah, obviously, there's a few plant players out there. Of course, shout outs to Lucky. As always,
big time. Yeah,
some Japanese plant players I've seen as well. But yeah, it is good to see that Spargo can obviously show that fundamentally he is probably the strongest player that we have in Ultimate. If you might have the favorites, and the way he's able to pilot plant against these great players with their the good ass characters is pretty inspirational. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool to see. Because again, when you figure out certain aspects of plant, like if he uses his burst attack with his dash attack, if he uses his really good anti-air strings with up air and up smash, and then of course his recovery. It makes an interesting character to fight against. And of course, if you use Spargo's fundamentals, it's like, well, how the hell do we stop this? So it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, like, clearly, sort of like, Crepe Salee just not ready for the plant. I mean, the Steve was able to do the trick, but then we saw that the Wario just unfortunately was not the one for it today. But I believe Crepe Salee obviously is there users next week, as is Spargo, of course. So you never know. This might just be an opportunity for Crepe Salee just to lock in, try and understand what went wrong, look back on the footage and see what corrections he can make for next week. Obviously, that is a bigger tournament. It's a bigger sort of, setup for everything. So, certainly the one he wants to lock in for.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I think that's actually a good point to make. That, you know what? Yeah, we can maybe sort something with this Wario plant matchup, but I'm gonna just see what you can and use it for data for the next week when we go to the big thing at the festival. So yeah, that sounds. It's an interesting theory, Smart. I like that. But this top 8 was great, man. If you look at this, the bracket guys, it looks pretty cool. You can see Spargo, Tarek, Lugi, Reflow. Didn't even see Reflow this whole weekend, but yeah, he did pretty well. My bad, but he did pretty well. Of course, Tarek was there, had a pretty good set with Spargo. Definitely could have taken to game 5, just a little bit unfortunate. And I think Mezcal was my favorite this weekend.
What a run from that player, honestly. Like, I'm hoping he is there next week at Users Gaming Festival. I believe it. I mean, it's in France, so you'd think he is.
You'd hope so.
You'd hope. But yeah, I mean, like, what a ridiculous run from that Ridley player there, showing that character can still do it in these big tournaments like this.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a great showing. And thanks to the chat for watching. I think we're probably going to end the stream pretty soon, I'd imagine. But yeah, it was a good top 4, good top 8, good tournament, honestly. Like I said, King of Fields is a very good summer event that people should be paying attention to every year. It's always got some good talent, and the French event's still going strong in what, 7 years into this game, Smar.
It's the thing, like, you really got to give him credit, because the fact that, like, we are this far into the game's lifespan, like, even with like the Switch 2 on the horizon, like, we don't know when kind of next Smash will come along, but the fact that we're still getting these tournaments like this, the fact that like France is still going strong, and the fact that like we've got all these players like still kind of showing that they've got it in them to take these tournaments is like still a good sort of sign of things to come. Like this game is not finished yet. There's still more on the way. We don't know kind of what the future will look like, but you know what? Ultimate in EU, it's not dead. It's not going anywhere. We've got more tournaments on the way. Like so, fun. Hey, we've got Users Gaming Festival next week. That is going to be an absolute cinema of a tournament. Cannot wait for it. Obviously, you're going to be there. So
a lot of people are there as well. I didn't even realize like Mia. I think
Mia's been there. It's very exciting.
I think Shiny Mark and T are there as well. Of course, as well as Spargo and and Big Boss, and there's MK Leo's coming to that time, so it's gonna be a good time, guys. Hope you guys
Leo was
can.
there. That is
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
really cool. Yeah.
Leo's there, bro. So if you guys can tune in for more French events next weekend, be there, be square for sure. But I think MomoCon is coming up after this right now, so we'll probably leave you into those hands. All, all good. So we good to sign off? All right, Smile, anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
I mean, it was a short but sweet block, Fabs. But it is a pleasure to be here as always. Obviously, if you want to drop a follow on our socials, you can see it right now. I'm at Smiles here. We've got Fabs here at Copter_. Just show us some love. We always want to hear it. We always want to hear feedback and everything like that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Fabs, any final words you want to say to the audience at home?
Just as always, thanks to everyone for watching. Again, it was a little bit of a scuffed top 3, but me and Smile were able to carry it home. It was a good time. I think it was a very fun tournament to watch, and I'm excited to watch some MomoCon and Combo Breaker later, so be a good time.
Yeah, more Smash for the rest of today, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to VGBC, obviously. And yeah, thank you all for watching. We will see you whenever that will be.
See ya!